Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular their bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome, one and all, right here on a Tuesday night here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. It's the SimSpeedShop.com 250 getting ready to come at you here live on the Turn 3 Racing Network. You may have noticed already, it's not Roger up here in the booth. No, Roger needed a night off. I got him covered. This is Chris up here in the booth. And Roger, you left some cans. I took care of them. Tossed those away already. Didn't even put them in the recycling for you, bud. Hope you don't mind. But hey, listen here. We got some laps to kick off here tonight. We're in Las Vegas. Been watching these guys during practice. Very clean practice. The track conditions seem to be pretty darn good here tonight. M&M's, how are you? Tonight here at Las Vegas, 1.5 mile long track. Track temperature 69 degrees, air temperature 65, a little 2-mile-per-hour wind coming out of the southeast, no big deal. Really nice conditions to be driving here tonight under the lights at Las Vegas in about 1:44. The field has been set by an earlier in the week qualifying effort. We've got a large field of cars coming at you here tonight. Some 41 drivers in the server right now. Jeff Price and his number 14, the guy with the hot shoe so far here tonight. His best lap, a 29.351. And if we can keep that pace, this race is going to be done pretty darn quickly, I think. Oh, buddy, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were saving the cans for a while. I'll dig them out of the garbage a little bit later. There's going to be some taco stuff on it. I'm just going to tell you that straight up. Doyle Lawrence in the 7 car, we were just looking at him. This is Ryan Jones in the 91. Jones sitting 3rd spot here. Oh, gets into the 41 of Dalton Kilroe. Good thing this is just a little warm-up action. Don't want to see that during the race. Here's a 65, Brandon Massey. Trey Galligan sitting there in his number 67 up to the top side. Cody Levitt sitting on pit road. Roy Fernandez Lopez sitting in his 6 car. Little tribute to Dale Earnhardt Sr. Bradley Allison sitting in the 87, looking good out there. Sitting 8th quickest so far here in warm-up. Zach Galloway and his white 55. Currently in need of a sponsor, it looks like. Running 9th quickest. Justin Wilson sitting on pit road. He's 10th. Brandon Hartwell and a bunch of other guys sitting on pit road, maybe getting ready for the race, getting ready to strap them in because warm-up is done. Oh. Gonna fix that right now. All right, cars are getting lined up 2x2. Tonight's aerial coverage sponsored or provided by Sim Speed Shop. Check them out. Row number 1, we've got the 58, Justin Wilson, and to his outside, Randy Bestel. Jordan Smith, Steve Holmes making up row number 2, with row 3 being Chase Berry and Evan Pienta. Row 4 is going to be Cole Day, and to his outside in the 85, it's Corey Blevins. Row 5, Jamie Leach and Trey Galligan. Row number 6 on the inside, going to be Tommy Cannon in his 47. Aaron Davidson in the 03 to his outside. On row 7, it's Jeff Pogo with Steve Schmidt on his outside. Row number 8 tonight is going to be Cody Sleeper and Zach Calloway to his outside, row number 8. Sitting on the inside of row number 9, it's going to be Eric Hawley, and to his outside, the 08 of Trenton Sneed. 65 having a little trouble finding gear. Inside row number 10, it's going to be the 1 car of Chris Brown. Outside going to be Brandon Massey. Ryan Jones picking up the inside 11th row. Bradley Allison to his outside in the 87. Row 12. The inside going to be the 81 of Daniel Dell. And Roy Fernandez Lopez in his number 6 to the outside. Dalton Kilroe going to be on the inside of row number 13 in his number 41. Ira Koas going to be outside of him. Row number 14 going to be Jared Hagedorn and Adam Heisenhower. Doyle Lawrence, Jeff Price making up row 15. Cody Levitt, Brandon Hartwell, 16th row. Skip Carmen and Tyler Garner making up the 17th row. Row 18 going to be the 88 of Justin Winters and the 64 of John Mullins. Row 19, David Carmen and Josiah Mullen. Luke Lufford and Robert Dudley going to be in row 20, and shotgun on the field, Jason Eisenhower, tonight's race sponsor. Picking up the race leader right now, the inside 25 Lowe's car, as we go under green for the first time here tonight from Las Vegas. Diving into turn number 1 for the very first time of the evening. And I'm sorry, the 86 of Adam Heisenhower actually heading on down pit road, and that does give the lead over to Jordan Smith. We're going to kick on. So everybody can follow along now. Jordan Smith up front, Randy Bichelle, second spot. Full Day picking up on third. We've got a battle for fourth spot as we're under caution for the first time here tonight. Scoring not even really set up, and we are sitting under caution for the first time. Let's go back and take a peek. Well, it looks like it happened a little bit ahead. A big one early on here. We'll go back one more time. Five was involved. If we can't pick this up from Brandon Hartwell's perspective. Happened well above, well in front of them. I'm just trying to see where it really all started. These cars really, really loose. The 22 gets really, really loose. Goes down onto the apron, cuts it down pit road to avoid anything. And then the 67, the 5, oh yeah. Well, a big one here to start it off in Las Vegas as we go back under live conditions. The 25, Jordan Smith, still your race leader. The 56 of Randy Bichtel sitting out there in second spot. Again, tonight's race, the Sim Speed Shop 250, presented by Jason Eisenhower. Jason, thank you very much for sponsoring tonight's race. Jason currently sitting in the 19th position and having a little bit of a blinking problem. So lap 4, we're working caution number 1. Still a long way to go for these guys. And it looks like from 21st on back, came on down pit road. And why not? Pretty early on in the race, might as well get those tires. Might as well get some fuel. There'll be a few extra laps that you're able to go. Pace car lights are off. Field starts lining up 2 by 2, getting ready to gamble here once again from Las Vegas. Again, this is Chris up in the booth. Muth deciding to take a night off, much needed rest. Spending some time with his little man. I dig it. Mile and a half long track here at Las Vegas. And again, track temperature, air temperature, very, very good. As far as race conditions go, 67 on that track. And you couldn't ask for a much better setup than what we have here for a race tonight. Pace car drops down, getting ready to go back under the green flag. The 25 with a good jump. Jordan Smith holding on to that lead. Cold Day is trying to pick up second spot. He does. It's a battle now for third between Pienta and Brachard, and the 16 takes it over on the inside. That inside lane seems to be working pretty good so far here at Las Vegas tonight. Still, though, that outside line is fighting back. The 56 of Bichtel starting to fight back and takes the spot back. Here comes the 03 of Aaron Davidson. Davidson now wants a taste of the big-time top 5. He's sitting in 4th spot ahead of the 16. Corey Blevins just outside of that top 5, running in 6th spot. Taking a look downstairs to see if he can find a way around Evan Pienta in the 16 car. And Blevins making it stick. He's got the 55 coming up right behind him. That's Zach Calloway. Calloway gonna try and get to the back bumper. Maybe give a little push to that 85. And the 85 now into the top 5. A little further back, you see Lopez in the 6 car. He's working that outside lane. Just a sharp-looking car. The old Dale Earnhardt paint job. I love it. Daniel Dill right behind him in the 81. And Dill's got Brandon Hartwell and Tyler Garner in the 54 knocking on his door. Jordan Smith, still your race leader, but starting to come under fire by the 99 of Cold Day. Right to the back bumper of your race leader. Top 7 cars nose to tail as they start weaving around some slower traffic. Got to give them a couple of years on that, Roger. The dad jokes definitely do come. It's like a finely tuned skill. You got to hone it in. Out of the third spot goes the 03 down on the inside. Gonna follow your race leader, Jordan Smith, through the corner. The 99 hanging out by himself on the outside. The 56 drops down. 25 down on the apron, trying to look for a little additional speed. The 03 coming on in into turn number 1. Looks like he's gonna try and take over second, maybe going for first spot. Nice battle up here for the top 5, trying to sort it out still. The 25 able to fend them all off. Jordan Smith holding on to that lead. The battle still for second spot. Full day on the outside. Davidson to the inside. Davidson by a nose heading into the corner to the 56 right behind him in a battle of his own with the 55. Early caution out of the way, green flag sense, and Smith has led all 11 laps so far. You have a few cars that looks like they have retired. We'll get that here in just a moment as we are working some lap traffic. Look at this, 3-4 wide back there. Unbelievable. Aaron Davidson and Cole Day still locked up for a battle for second spot. No give, no take here. And then Davidson heading into the corner really lets us sail in. He ends up taking the spot pretty strong. And then on the outside, look at this. Cole Day fighting hard on that outside lane. Well, ladies and gentlemen, these guys have settled in just about where I like to see them. They're racing for position, and I love to see it. And here's what I really, really like to do. If you guys are watching on a cell phone, I want you to take that volume rocker and put it up to 10. If you're watching on the TV or a surround sound, crank the knob. It's time to turn it up. Love listening to those cars go around this big 1.5-mile track fast, and that is exactly what they are doing. They're being led by Jordan Smith in the 25. Cole Day has picked up second spot. Aaron Davidson sitting in third spot, looking strong out there in his 03. Evan Pientra sitting in fourth spot, but battling on the outside, trying to take over that third spot. Jeff Pogo sitting in his 24. He's made his way up into the sixth position. A good run out of Pogo. Fernandez Lopez sitting in that sixth car, running in seventh spot. Wilson, the 58, in eighth position behind him. That's Randy Bichelle, and Tyler Garner rounding out the top 10, but he is under attack by Josiah Mullen. Mullen in the 40, working the back bumper of the 54 like he owes him money. The real battle right now, third on back. Brandon Hartwell holding on to that third spot, the 24 of Pogo right behind him. Then it's too wide for fifth spot. Want to go ahead and thank everybody for tuning in to the Turn 3 Racing Network. You're watching the Sim Speed Shot 250 presented by Jason Eisenhower tonight. And it's been a good one so far. An early caution, lap number 2, bringing out the yellow. But they came over that and got over it. We've been strong green ever since. You have, looks like 3 drivers that have loaded it into the hauler so far. Chris Brown, Corey Blevins, and Ryan Jones. We have one more, maybe make that 2 more stuck on pit road. Eric Hawley and Jamie Leach stuck on pit road. 3-wide battle. I love it. Aaron Davidson in the 03, trying to work his way back up towards the front, sitting in 9th spot right now. The 56 of Randy Bichelle just went right by him. The 16 of Evan Pienta is hanging on to that 7th spot in his number 16. Meanwhile, up front, Jordan Smith watching in his rearview mirror. These guys racing behind him, doing him all kinds of favors. They're running 2 by 2, and that is letting the leader just get away. He's got almost a 2-second lead right now over Brandon Hartwell, who just took over second spot. Pogo in the 24 looks to the inside. Pogo trying to get around Day. Once the 5 was cleared, he is gone. Afterburners have ignited on the 5 machine of Brandon Hartwell. He is trying to chase down the race leader. So far, he's knocked off 0.2 from the lead. Lap 27 of 166 being worked right now. Smith, Hartwell, and Day, your top 3. Pogo in the 24, sitting in 4th spot, trying to get around Day. Day has had a good night here so far, has not reached the lead yet. Smith has got them all covered up. All 26 laps finished, he is led. Trying to get a shot of the lead as you see the leader go into the corner, and now 2 seconds later, second spot, Brandon Hartwell joins him in that corner. So Smith has found a little bit of speed. He's getting that gap built back up now, 2.2 seconds. Battle right now we're looking at is for third spot is the 99 to the outside. The 24 trying to work the inside, can't do it, falls in line. Cole Day holds on to that third spot. Jeff Pogo falls into fourth. Behind them, it's the 58 of Justin Wilson. And then a battle for sixth spot between Bichtel and Fernandez Lopez. And that looks like it's kind of getting ready to settle down, although Lopez comes right back fighting. Then settles down into the lane, so nose to tail now. I think they were tired of watching the leader just kind of walk away. Tommy Cannon leading the next group of hard chargers. Cannon in the 47. He's got Josiah Millen in the 40 behind him. Dalton Kilroe in the Daddy-O's 41, trying to work into that pack. He's sitting in 12th spot right now. Evan Pienta, we saw him up towards the front of the pack. He has slipped all the way back to 13th spot in his number 16, trying to fall in line in front of the 7 of Doyle Lawrence. Jeff Price in the 14 looks to the inside of the 7 machine, trying to make a pass stick. Jeff Price almost there and finally does get around, but the 7 fighting back with the momentum on the outside. Dalton Kilroe looking to get around Josiah Millen, and he does, takes over the 11th spot for Millen. Dalton Kilroe fresh off from a victory this past Sunday night. Going to try and work his way back up to the front and get it going one more time. Thank you for the share. Tonight's sponsor, Jason Eisenhower, the Sim Speed Shop. Car number 37 up to 17th spot, so Jason is moving forward. The 08 of Trenton Sneed sitting behind him, along with John Mullins in the 64. That's 17th through 19th. 20th spot belongs to Robert Dudley. Ira Cola sitting in his number 29, a special paint job with some special meaning. I talked to him earlier. If there's another caution, I'm going to try to get him up in the booth so he can explain it to you. '23rd spot, Chase Berry in the 10. He's got a rear bumper full of Justin Winters. Oh, excuse me, that was not Winters. That was a lap down car. Got to get to know all these paint schemes and drivers. Jordan Smith, though, I know who he is. The 25 Lowe's machine steps out. He has got a 2.6 second lead over Brandon Hartwell in the 5. Justin Wilson sits in that 3rd spot with Cole Day in 4th. Roy Fernandez Lopez sitting in the 5th spot. He's cracked into that top 5. Pogos falls back to 6th spot. And Bichtel back into 7th. Fernandez Lopez steps out, not able to go anywhere. Comes back down in line behind the 99. The 99 may have lost tires. He is definitely slowing it up to 6. Has to go way up high to stay off from the rear bumper. Green flag pit stops around the corner if we keep going the way we're going. And we've got a 4-car battle. Make it 3-car now. Battle for 5th spot. And it's the 8 of Aaron Davidson just a little far back to be a challenge right now. He's definitely working his way back up, though. Of the 03 car. Back now to the 41. Dalton Kilroe has caught the 47 of Tommy Cannon. Cannon sitting in 10th spot. Kilroe trying to crack into that top 10. The 41, it's taken him a little bit of time to get on through the field, but he is definitely working the traffic, and he is coming. .47 steps down, the 41 goes high. Cannon and Kilroe getting ready to do battle for 10th spot. Ahead of him, the 54, Tyler Garner, looking in the rearview mirror, trying to figure out who's going to take it and who he has to defend. Kilroe goes around Cannon. Kilroe into the top 10 now. Cold day in the 99, sitting in 4th spot, the 24 of Pogo, the 6 of Fernandez Lopez, the 56, Randy Bichtel. Bichtel with a good run underneath Fernandez Lopez. And Bichtel trying to get another position, looking for 6th spot, 2x2, heading into the corner. Bichtel goes side by side with Fernandez Lopez for position, trying to take over 6th spot from the 6 car. And the 24 Pogo maybe holding up the 56 just a little bit. The 24 moves up, the 56 stays on the bottom. Slow traffic, everybody works their way around. This is allowing the 03 of Aaron Davidson to come into the play. Further back, the 41 able to get around the 54 of Tyler Garner. So Kilroe now sitting in 9th spot, finding that late run speed. Easy for you to say, Rick. Oh yeah, Rick's not here tonight. Dalton Kilroe, the first driver who came down pit road during that first caution. So he does have a couple of laps extra fuel sitting in his tank. Third place runner Justin Wilson in the 58, getting around the 87 of Bradley Allison. Allison, a slow car. Being scored 1 lap down is Allison. But the man so far here tonight, the 25 of Jordan Smith. He's led every single lap, all 46 that we've completed, and the 25 stretches it out still. The gap back to 2nd spot. Brandon Hartwell, 3 seconds. Battle raging on for the 5th spot. Fernandez Lopez has it. Jeff Pogo trying to get it back. Beautiful long green flag run. This has been very good. Cold day sitting in the 4th spot. He's got Roy Fernandez Lopez in the 6th, Jeff Pogo, and Randy Bichtel right behind him. Aaron Davidson in the 03 joins the pack. And Dalton Kilroe trying to close in on those drivers. Tommy Cannon sitting in 10th spot, trying to stay on the back bumper of Kilroe and hold on to that top 10. It's time to try and get a little bit further up. We're on lap 50, and certainly those green flag stops have definitely got to be around the corner here, especially for your race leaders. They haven't seen pit road since we took off. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight you're watching the Sim Speed Shop 250 presented by Jason Eisenhower. Make sure to check out Sim Speed Shop for all of your sim needs. I know they make some great button boxes to check out. Cold Day holding on to that 4th spot still. In the 6th of Roy Fernandez Lopez has been trying to reel him in for some time now. Just every time he seems to get a little bit closer, the 99 finds a little bit more speed. And the 6 is having trouble with that. Pogo maybe looking to the outside or getting ready to. He saw that lap down car, so he tucks it back in. Oh, and Cold Day goes to the upside. That leaves a door open for the 6. The 6 not able to capitalize. And the 24 looking down just a little bit, maybe trying to cool himself off. He's behind that 6 for so long. Temps might be coming up on the 24 machine. Something to watch out for. A little damage to the right rear of that car. These 4 cars just completely locked together. And with some of this racing that they're doing, it's allowing the 41 to catch him up. He was back there quite a ways, and Dalton Kilroe has found a way to start catching these guys. We're sitting in 8th spot right now. He was able to get around Eric Davidson a couple of laps ago. And the 41 looking very strong at this point of the run. Car definitely set up for a long run. And he is getting it here for this long, long green flag stint. Roy Fernandez Lopez found a way to hold off the 24. I don't know how he did it. He was in that top side. The 24 came down underneath, and I thought for sure that pass was going to happen. It did not. So quickly now, it's becoming a 5-car battle for 4th spot. The 56, Randy Bichtel, looks to the inside of Pogo. He makes that pass. So Pogo couldn't get it done. Or excuse me. Yeah, the Pogo couldn't get it done. Bichtel says, move over, I'll try. And Fernandez Lopez just holding steady. Here comes Pogo again on that 24, trying to make the high side work. Had a little bit of a run. Will it be enough? So far, so good for the 24, and everybody's starting to catch Cold Day now. Day in the 99 is going to be under attack. Bichtel on the bottom side. Fernandez Lopez on the top side. And Cold Day under attack. Fernandez Lopez takes the spot away on the top side. The 99 going to battle back on that inside lane, trying to keep that shortest distance around the track, working for him, but not going to happen this time. Bichtel now taking a look. Bichtel in the 56, into the corner, has taken the spot away from Cole Day. A little further back, Dalton Kilroe trying to get around the 24 of Pogo. All the action happening right here, guys. Looks like we got some drivers peeling off onto pit road. We knew that was coming, including your race leader, the 25, Jordan Smith. Smith came down about a lap ago, coming back out now. That gave the lead over to Brandon Hartwell, now being scored, having led 2 laps, make it 3 as he crosses the line. Randy Bishdell in second spot, Dalton Kilroe to third, and Kilroe bringing it down pit road. And that means Hartwell has been out there longer than anybody else. Nope, I'm sorry. Randy Bishdell has not come down pit road yet either. And the 5, you can hear him rolling it up. He's coming down pit road this time. Brandon Hartwell brings it down. The 56 of Randy Bishdell looking to become your race leader. He's got former race leader, the 25 of Smith, going around him on those new tires. And Bishdell goes over the start-finish line to lead that lap. Jason Eisenhower in second spot, and Dill in the 81 sitting in third. How clean were the stops? How's it going to cycle out? We're going to find out here in the next few laps as the 56 makes that left-hand turn. That leaves Jason Eisenhower out there on the top side. He's going to be scored as your race leader this time by. Caution on the track. Not what a lot of these guys wanted to see. We're going to have to go back and find out what happened. We're watching the 7 of Doyle Lawrence. Oh, Lawrence just kind of goes sideways, hits the wall of 64 into him hard. And around the 7 goes. He's facing the wrong way on the track, and that will bring out the yellows every single time. Fantastic green flag run. Over 60 laps of green. Good stuff. Eisenhower gives up the race lead to come down pit road. A lot of these guys just came down, so how is it going to cycle out? So far, it looks like the lead is going to go back to Jordan Smith in that 25 car, and that's trouble for the whole field as he has led 58 laps so far. The only thing that let cars past him was he came down pit road under green. Cars trapped up in front of your race leader. They will go around the pace car with 1 to go. huge line of cars ahead of your race leader, and that's because of pit road. They will cycle around when it's time. Right now, pace car lights are still on as the race officials are trying to get this one straightened out. Smith, Bestel, Hartwell, Eisenhower, and Hagedorn are going to be your top 5. Pace car lights are off. Cars are going to start cycling through. Then we're going to line up 2 by 2 and get this thing back under the green flag. Now, if the last 100 laps are anything like the first 66, we're going to be in for a treat here tonight. We know we're going to need at least one more pit stop to make it to the end. And Jordan Smith has been absolutely dominant here so far tonight. 60 laps led in his number 25 as the pace car gets ready to come on down. And we're going to get these guys back under the green flag. Jordan Smith, your race leader, with control of the field, hops on that loud pedal, and back under the green flag we go. Brandon Hartwell, not a great start in his... Brandon Hartwell with a good start. It was Bestel on the outside didn't have a good restart. Falls back to third. Hartwell back up in the second spot. Hartwell knows that Jordan Smith is very fast. He's been following him through most of the race. Jordan Smith acting like he's got a special set of staggered tires out there in his number 25 as he sails into turns 1 and 2. Brandon Hartwell following him in the 5 with Randy Bestel in the 56, running in third. Jason Eisenhower in 4th spot, tonight's race sponsor, trying to hold on to a top 5 with Daniel Dill holding on to 5th spot in his 81. He's under attack. Well, no, he's not. Excuse me. We got a lapper down car, the 20 of Luke LaFaro in his 20. That's a lap down vehicle. He's the first vehicle 1 lap down. So right now, the 81 of Dill has a little bit of breathing room between himself and Justin Wilson in the 58. Everybody's getting excited in this house. Even the dog's starting to bark over the action. And here comes the 5 of Brandon Hartwell. He's caught the back bumper of your race leader, Jordan Smith. Hartwell trying to hold on to that 25 car. It's been so strong all night. What can Hartwell do with fresh tires? .25 down on the apron, looking to gather up a head of steam as he gets into turns 1 and 2. Brandon Hartwell stays on track, stays on the back bumper of the 25. Randy Bestel sitting in 3rd spot, watching it all unfold in front of him. Jason Eisenhower sitting in 4th spot. The 81 of Daniel Dill right behind him. Dill trying to get to the 37 and try and pick up another spot. Take a peek back in on your race leader, the 25 of Jordan Smith, trying to hold on to that race lead. The 5 of Brandon Hartwell, trying to knock on the door, looking for any crack he can find out of Jordan Smith, and so far this race there's been none. Hartwell takes a peek to the inside. The 25 closes the door, able to get down to that white line right where you want to be through the corners, and back up and back down goes Smith on the front stretch. Across the start finish line, tag off another lap led for the 25. The 5 of Hartwell still trying to figure it all out. The 67, you see him up high. He's a lap down vehicle trying to stay out of the way. Brandon Hartwell with a little bit of a wiggle, may have gone underneath the white line just a little bit, touched the apron, gathers it back up and continues his march towards the front, trying to pick off your race leader, Jordan Smith, in that 25. Meanwhile, Randy Bichtel in the 56 is also starting to close that gap down. Top 3 drivers starting to break away from Eisenhower. Eisenhower in the 37 running in 4th spot. The 7 car moving out of the way. We saw him. He was involved in the second caution, the one we just served about 13 laps ago. Doing a good job staying out of your race leader's way. Out on the top side, you see the cars filtering around. Eisenhower out there by himself, has a car of Justin Wilson. Wilson in the 58, trying to catch him. Hasn't been able to do it yet. He's got Daniel Dill behind him. Those two get together. They can probably chase down Eisenhower. Then it's the 22 car. That's Jaron Hagedorn. Hagedorn stuck behind some slower traffic right now, including the 16. The 16 was actually working towards the front of the field at the beginning of this race, has fallen off its speed just a little bit. Evan Pienta being scored a lap down. The second car, 1 lap down. Battle for the lead. Hartwell to the inside, trying to get past Smith for the first time tonight under green flag conditions. Smith gets past. It's Brandon Hartwell in the 5 that makes the run. Randy Bichtel saw how it was done, gonna try and get on the back bumper of the 25 and apply some pressure. Meanwhile, the 25 not done with Hartwell as Smith closes back in on that back bumper. Smith hugging that white line just about every single time he goes into the corner. Great car control out of the 25 tonight, and Hartwell getting it done just a little bit better. Working lap 80 of 166, 87 laps to go for Brandon Hartwell, your new race leader. He's led 5 now of these laps. The guy behind him, Jordan Smith, has led 72. The 38, a lap down vehicle, getting out of the way of your race leaders. Hartwell did a good job doing that. He stuck to the back bumper for just a second, tried to pick up a little bit of a draft and did. That puts a little bit of a gap between himself and Jordan Smith. So Hartwell now has almost 0.2 of a second, 2 car lengths of gap between himself and Jordan Smith, who's led the most laps here tonight. The 22, that's Jared Hagedorn. He's running in 7th spot. And behind him, it's the 6th. That's Roy Fernandez-Lopez. He was running up towards the front before that last caution, and now finds himself running in 8th spot, has a little bit of ground to make up. Got a lap down vehicle right behind him. I believe that is the number 65 of Brandon Massey. Fernandez-Lopez works his way around him, and here comes Dalton Kilroe. Kilroe to the inside. Also going around that slower 65. Tonight's race sponsor, Jason Eisenhower, was passed by Wilson. Eisenhower now sitting in 5th spot. Your race leader, Brandon Hartwell, still holds on to that 0.2 of a second lead, about 2 car lengths out there over Jordan Smith. Give it about 3 car lengths, maybe 4 back to Randy Bestel. But Bestel closes in really nicely there. Halves that gap between himself and the 25 of Jordan Smith. Again, if you tuned in to listen to Roger's voice, unfortunately he had to take the night off. I got the call to come on in tonight and broadcast this race. I'm glad he has the night off. I'm having a lot of fun with this one. 2 cautions so far. A round of green flag stops. Second place runner Jordan Smith has led most of this race, but Brandon Hartwell was able to get around him about 7 or 8 laps ago, and Hartwell trying to pull a little bit of a gap. Battle going on right now for 8th spot. Dalton Kilroe to the inside of Roy Fernandez-Lopez in the 6 machine. The 41 trying to get it done. Adam Eisenhower right behind him in the 86. And Jeff Pogo in the 24 trying to get there. Maybe bad news for the 6 car, but no, not going to be this time as Adam Eisenhower comes up behind him. Doesn't have the run. Not able to get there. So the 86 falls in and then looks again on the bottom, but doesn't have the run on the 6. It's already been about 28 laps since the last caution. These guys have been keeping it pretty clean tonight. Brandon Hartwell, your race leader. Jordan Smith in 2nd spot. Randy Bestel in 3rd. 4th place, let's give that one up to Justin Wilson and Jason Eisenhower in the Sim Speed Shop, number 37, sitting in the top 5. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to do it one more time. If you've got your cell phone on you, make sure you hit that rocker dial all the way up to 10. And if you've got your TV with this loud surround sound, turn that dial all the way to the right, and let's get ready to turn it up. Getting it done one more time with that Turn It Up right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Your race leader, the 5 of Brandon Hartwell. Jordan Smith in second spot with the 25, and Justin Wilson in the 58, holding on to third. Randy Bestel sitting in that 4th spot, knocking on the door of your 3rd place runner, Wilson. Bestel trying to get there in the 56. Jason Eisenhower, tonight's race sponsor, still sitting in that 5th place spot. The 40 car is a lap down vehicle. He's right behind him. The 81 sitting in 6th spot, that's Daniel Dill. And Dill running in that 6th spot, but Dalton Kilroe trying to close in. And then behind them, it is a Hornet's Nest for 8th spot. Jared Hagedorn in the 22 has it. Roy Fernandez Lopez to the inside, looking to try and take it away. The 86 of Adam Eisenhower sitting there, along with Jeff Pogo in the 24. Almost 3 wide racing here on lap 99 of 166. And all of this is for 8th spot. Hagedorn and Fernandez Lopez battling back and forth, swapping spots per corner. The 22 and the 6 locked into a battle, and Jeff Pogo stuck behind them, trying to figure out where to go. He chooses the top side now, trying to work the top side of the 6. Fernandez Lopez under attack from the top side. He gets a good run on the bottom side. The 24 of Logo comes down. Pogo trying to hold on to any kind of run that he can get. And right now that car wants to be on the top side. It's fast, it's stuck. The 22 of Hagedorn with a good run off the corner takes that spot back from Fernandez Lopez, and now Pogo looks to the inside. Pogo trying to take away 9th from the 6th place runner, or from the 6th car, and does, and Pogo gonna make it a twofer as Pogo goes around both cars on the inside. Not done yet though, because Eisenhower in the 86 looking to get into this battle. He's looking on the inside now. The 22 can't stop him, and the 22 of Hagedorn still under attack. The 86 right now doing it up, and Adam Eisenhower going into the corner takes that spot away. Some fantastic and fun racing right here, and it was all for 8th spot. Pogo ends up taking it, and he is starting to run away just a little bit. Check in with the race leader. That's Brandon Hartwell on the 5. He's still got himself that 0.2 of a second gap back to Jordan Smith. Justin Wilson in 3rd spot, knocking on the back door of the 25. Justin Wilson trying to take over that 2nd spot, needs to get a good run to do it. Behind Wilson, it's Randy Bestel in the 56. Bestel holding on to that 4th spot, trying not to let the leaders get past him too far. You want to keep that gap about where it is. so you don't lose what little draft there is here in Las Vegas. Fifth spot belongs to the 37, tonight's race sponsor, Sim Speed Shop's own Jason Eisenhower. And Eisenhower with a blink. The 40 car behind him, lap down driver Josiah Millen. Millen being scored as the first car, 1 lap down, would like to see a caution if for any other reason than to get that lap back. In 6th spot right now, we've got Dalton Kilroe trying to catch the back bumper of Eisenhower. Kilroe has worked his way up from the restart. He was 13th, and that was, let me see, about 43 laps ago. So he is making his way up pretty steadily in that 41. Daniel Dill in the 81, running in 7th spot. Pogo in 8th. Adam Eisenhower to 9th, getting around Fernandez Lopez. Lopez not giving up the fight, though. The 6 car strong on the outside, just can't do it now. The 86 goes around for 9th spot. Fernandez Lopez back to 10th. Hartwell under attack. The 25 of Jordan Smith down to the inside. And Smith bringing the help of the 58 machine of Wilson, and then Wilson moves up into the corner. Hartwell takes it back, cuts down the door, and now the 58 has a good run on the 25. Wilson trying to make it happen here. The 25 loses another spot under the green flag. The 58 of Wilson up to 2nd spot. Randy Bestel, up to 4th, and he is on the back bumper now of Jordan Smith. "109 laps are almost complete here from Las Vegas." Your race leader, Brandon Hartwell, as we have 57 laps to go. We know we have to stop for fuel at least. Would like to see some tires. Got to figure out when the best time to do it is. Brandon Hartwell, your race leader. Justin Wilson just getting around Jordan Smith a couple of laps ago. Smith still has led the most laps here tonight with 72. And Randy Bestel in 4th spot. Dalton Kilroe is able to get around Eisenhower, so Kilroe into the top 5. And the 37 sitting in 6th spot. Jason Eisenhower had a good run in the top 5, but now tires are starting to get worn, maybe having a little bit of handling difficulties out of the number 37. Jeff Pogo in the 24, trying to close the gap on the 37. That would be a battle for 6th position, and the 24 brings it up within 0.3 of a second, just going through that corner. Good run from the 24. That right rear damage not affecting him at all here tonight. Oh, the 24 peels it off, coming down pit road with 54 laps to go. Pogo decides to come on down pit road. Brandon Hartwell Wilson stuck in a battle. Randy Bestel now sits in 3rd spot as Smith came down pit road, and that moves Dalton Kilroe and Jason Eisenhower up 1 position. Eisenhower now in 5th spot. "53 laps to go, working lap 114 of 166, maybe in the midst of some green flag pit stops. Certainly some drivers have stopped and are getting service. But your race leader, Brandon Hartwell, doesn't want to give it up. That 5 car was working really hard to get to the lead. He finally got it, and now doesn't want to let go. Wilson just behind him in the 58, trying anything he can to try and get around him. Wants to try and lead a lap under the green so that he doesn't have to stay out an extra lap. But Wilson, after trying just about every move in the book, not able to do it, and the 5 holds strong. See some cars starting to come off from pit road, going to rejoin the field. And Brandon Hartwell stays out again. We're on the backstretch. Oh, the 54 goes around. We might be going under caution. We'll hold off for just a moment as we're still green. 54 may have gone off track when he went around. There was a hard hit to the outside retaining wall. And Tyler Garner looks like he may have gotten it off track. So we continue here under the green flag. And there are a lot of drivers that are thankful that we didn't get a caution. As right now, 8th on back being scored at least 1 lap down. In fact, 8th through 22nd being scored a lap down. Brandon Hartwell still motoring that 5 car. And tire fall off might start coming into this a little bit. Best lap here for Hartwell, a 29.558. His last time by a 31.302. You're talking almost 2 full seconds of fall off on these tires. And that means these guys that have come down pit road, they're screaming right now, trying to catch that race leader. Losing a lot of time on track right now is Hartwell, but he is hoping for a caution, I'm guessing, as now just the top 5 drivers haven't come down pit road. That's Hartwell, Wilson, Fischel, Eisenhower, and Fernandez Lopez. Your top 5 right now, still not coming down pit road. And it has been a long time. It's been about 55 laps since your race leader's been. Make it 56 as he crossed the start-finish line. 47 laps to go. Wilson finally breaks off, comes down pit road. The only guy that hasn't, Brandon Hartwell, your race leader, the only gentleman that has not come down pit road yet. And the 5 car has got to do it soon. He is losing a lot of time every single lap, at least 2 seconds to every other driver out there. And the 5 refuses to come down. He stays out on track. The whole field, at least 1 lap down right now to Brandon Hartwell, your race leader, who has not come down pit road in about 60 laps. That tank has got to be just about on E. .25 Jordan Smith being scored in 2nd spot. Jordan Smith is catching the race leader to get his lap back. And there is an example of what fresh tires versus old tires looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, the 25 just screamed on by. And that's a big time problem for Brandon Hartwell, because you cannot pit here without going down a lap to the race leader. Hartwell peels it off from pit onto pit road, and now it's a matter of how fast can Jordan Smith get around this track. Jordan Smith trying to pick the race lead back up. If he does, he will be the race leader if he can get in front of Hartwell, who is on pit road. Hartwell, it's going to be a tough challenge for him. Hartwell's stop is complete. He's not going to make it. Jordan Smith becomes your race leader once again. How many spots will Hartwell lose because he was on pit road, still trying to come up to speed? Hartwell currently being scored in 4th spot behind Justin Wilson in the 58 and Randy Bichtel in the 56. And now the 5 drops even more as those drivers are catching him. So Hartwell back to 8th spot. As the field is separated. Here's your second place runner. That is Justin Wilson in the 58. The 56, Randy Bichtel in 3rd spot. Daniel Dill in the 81. He sits in 4th with Adam Eisenhower right behind him. This is a battle for 4th spot. Adam Eisenhower trying to crack into the top 4. He's got to get around the 81 to do it. Eisenhower to the inside of Dill. Dill tries to fight back on the outside, goes a little high, may have gotten a little tight there. That may allow Eisenhower to get him at the line. It does. The 86 takes over 4th spot. Now Dill looks to try and fight back, tried the crossover technique, couldn't do it, didn't have a run, and that lets the 86 go a little further ahead even. Top 16 drivers on the lead lap. Last driver on the lead lap tonight, sponsored Jason Eisenhower. I want to go ahead and thank everybody once again for tuning into the Turn 3 Racing Network. You're watching the Sim Speed Shop 250 presented by Jason Eisenhower right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Your host tonight, me, Chris. Roger was taking the night off, spending some time with the little man. Glad to be able to help him out to do that. And here comes Brandon Hartwell back to 8th when he was finally filtered through. Has worked his way back up to 5th spot, and he is on the back door of the 86. Brandon Hartwell racing like a man possessed, knows he's running out of time, has to get through traffic as quickly as possible. Gap up to the race leader, a 13.9 seconds for the 5 car of Brandon Hartwell, who just went around Adam Eisenhower for 4th spot. And Hartwell has got a turbo underneath the hood of that 5 machine right now. About 5 seconds separates Brandon Hartwell from being in the top 3. Randy Bichtel holds that spot right now. And it's down to 5.6 seconds back to Hartwell. Justin Wilson sitting in 2nd spot. And 6.2 seconds ahead of him, the dominant driver of the night. He's led when he crosses the line. We're going to make it 80 laps here tonight. 35 laps to go. So it is Jordan Smith as your race leader. Justin Wilson sitting in 2nd spot in his 58. Randy Bichtel sitting in 3rd spot with Brandon Hartwell trying to close that gap. It's down to 5 seconds. Adam Eisenhower sitting in 5th spot. A good top 5 run for the 86 machine. About 2 seconds behind him, it's the 03 of Aaron Davidson running in 6th spot with Chase Berry in the 10 car running in 7th spot. Those two battling it out on track. Berry takes over the spot from Aaron Davidson in the 03, so Chase Berry moves up 1. Daniel Dill in the 81 running in 8th spot. Cole Day, who was having a really good run at the front side of this race, has fallen back to 9th. Actually, he's worked his way back up into 9th after falling back even further. So Day's starting to move it up again. And Tommy Cannon in the 47 sitting in 10th spot. Roy Fernandez Lopez in 11th, about 3.5 seconds behind Cannon. Jeff Price in the 14, running in 12th position. Trenton Sneed running in 13th. Jason Eisenhower trying to get around him right now. Eisenhower takes the spot away, so Eisenhower up to 13th position. Sneed to 14th. And here comes the 49. That's Robert Dudley. Dudley trying to take away a spot from Sneed now. He backs off, trying to get a better run. Dudley sitting in 15th spot. Jeff Pogo in the 24, who was a big-time contender here earlier on in the race, sitting in 16th spot. He's the last car on the lead lap. Skip Cameron sitting in the 17th spot in his 19. Josiah Millen running in 18th spot. And that's the number 40 car. Behind him, it's Dalton Kilroe running in 19th spot. Had trouble on pit road. And now being scored a lap down. Evan Pientra in the 16 car, started up towards the front of the pack. Sitting in 20th spot, Zach Calloway in the 55, running in 21st. Luke LaFaro in the 20 car, running on his own in the 20th position, or 22nd position. And Ira Kohlhaas. Unfortunately, we have not had an opportunity to talk to him yet about that paint scheme, but Ira running that paint job for his brother as an anniversary of his passing. Ira running in 23rd spot. The 65 of Brandon Massey sits in 24th. Stephen Holmes in the 9 car, 25th. Doyle Lawrence in the 26th spot in his number 7. Justin Winters, driver of the 88, running 27th position, with Cody Sleeper in the 01, running 28th. David Carmen in the 30 car, running in 29th position, and behind him, actually on pit road, Tyler Garner in 30th spot, maybe going down a position here in just a lap or so, as Trey Galligan in the 67 on track, being scored right now in 31st spot. Corey Blevins being scored in 32nd. 16 laps down is the 85 machine. Hagedorn on pit road in 33rd. Jamie Leach, the only other driver on track right now, being scored in 35th spot. That was a rundown of the field. We've got 27, make it 26 laps to go as the leader passes the start-finish line. Jordan Smith has now led 89 laps of this event. Justin Wilson sitting in 2nd spot. Randy Bichtel has lost a little ground. Brandon Hartwell in the 5 car, about 1.7 seconds behind Bichtel. The car may be starting to slow down a little bit, but the red is still in his eyes. He came out of pit road 8th spot and has made his way back up into 4th position, looking for more. Adam Eisenhower in the 86 machine, running in that top 5. A good run for him. Would like to try and keep it there or better. Jordan Smith's best lap of the race, a 29.661, last time by a 39.97. So tires are starting to go away once again on every car that's out there. It's been about 30 laps since they were on pit road last, as you see him kind of scrub the wall a little bit, maybe getting a little tight. Track temperature still sitting at about 70 degrees. Not bad. Justin Wilson, 2.2 seconds now behind your race leader and trying to close the gap. And he is down to a 2-1 right now. Wilson trying to find a little late race speed. 22 laps to go. Will there be enough time to try and catch and pass Jordan Smith? Smith has been very dominant here tonight. He's led 93 laps so far of this event. Would love to lead 22 more. Randy Bestel has been up and down kind of all night, but never lost sight of the top 5, and now sits in 3rd spot. And he's got about a 1.5 seconds over Brandon Hartwell. Hartwell has started to slow down, although out of the top 5 last time by, he was the fastest car. Brandon Hartwell racing like a man possessed out there tonight, trying to crack back into the top 3. Has some work to do still. 1.2 seconds behind Bestel. And Hartwell still just absolutely driving with red after that last pit stop. Trying to get every single thing out of that car that he can. Last time by, he has about a 10th quicker than Bestel. Chase Berry in the 10 car, running in 6th spot. Aaron Davidson right behind him in the 03 in 7th. This is a battle for position. Chase Berry holds on to it in 6th spot. And that blue and black number 10, the blue and white 03, trying to find a way around. Goes a little bit down below the apron, and that kicks him back out on track a little sooner than he wanted to. Gets it back under control, hits the apron on the straightaway. Oh, the 03 gets really loose that time. Again, the tires drop below that white line. The apron, no man's friend. And he loses a little bit of time now to Chase Berry. About a 1/10 of a second the last lap. As we keep motoring through this run, tires are getting more and more scrubbed off. Cars are starting to slow down a little bit more than they have been. Brandon Hartwell last time by a 31.060. Randy Bichelle last time by a 31.060. Identical lap times from your 3rd and 4th place runners. "15 laps to go for your race leader, the 25 of Jordan Smith. Smith has now led an even 100 laps here tonight from Las Vegas. Has 15 more that he wants to lead. 1.6 seconds behind him, it's Justin Wilson in the 58, who has been slowly, very methodically closing in on your race leader each lap, just a little bit quicker than the race leader, trying to catch him. Last time by 1/10 quicker. He has to do slightly better than that, or there's not going to be enough time. Tires may have gone away on Brandon Hartwell's mobile, as last time by he was 1/10 slower than Randy Bestel in third spot. So Bestel looking good to try and finish this one in the top 3. 13 laps to go for Jordan Smith. Bestel sitting in third spot, Justin Wilson second. All cars are spread out by about a second and a half in the top 3. Make it top 4 as Brandon Hartwell sitting in that 4th spot. 9 seconds behind Hartwell is Adam Eisenhower in the 5th spot. "11 laps to go this time by, and Jordan Smith still enjoying now a 1.6 second lead over Justin Wilson. Wilson starting to slow up a little bit. That time by, Smith had him by more than a 10th. As they cross the start-finish line this time by, flagman has 2 hands out, indicating 10 laps to go for Jordan Smith. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight to the Turn 3 Racing Network, watching the Sim Speed Shop 250, presented by Jason Eisenhower here tonight. And it's been a really good time. Thank you all for joining us. It's been a fantastic night. I want to congratulate Roger on having a night off with his young one and his wife. Much needed. He's been a busy, busy man this month. 9 laps to go. Jordan Smith still holds on to that lead, and the gap is increasing. 1.86 seconds now to second place, Justin Wilson. Don't look now, but with 8 laps to go, Brandon Hartwell has found some additional speed out of the 5 car, and he is closing in to the third place driver of Randy Bestel. Hartwell within a half a second. First and second separated by 1.8. Third and fourth separated by 0.4 of a second, as Brandon Hartwell trying to get back into the top 3. Hartwell has led 49 laps here tonight, wants to finish this one in the top 3, and he can see the back bumper of Randy Bestel getting closer and closer every lap. Just 0.2 of a second separating third and fourth spot. With 6 laps to go, next time by, the flagman will have 5 fingers outstretched, indicating that 5 laps to go for Brandon Hartwell to try and get back into the top 3. Hartwell now sits 0.249 seconds away from the back bumper of Randy Bestel, and Hartwell is giving that 5 car everything he can. Bestel able to open it up just a little bit at the line. 2.66 is the time. And Hartwell sails it in as we go under caution. And it is the 6th car of Roy Fernandez Lopez going around. We're going to go back and take a peek. Oh man, it was not his fault, it was not his doing, but around the 6 goes. We're gonna go back and take a look at that one more time. And it looks like the 47 moves up. The Mission 22 car gets a good run into the corner, lets it float up, scrapes into the wall, comes off the wall into the 6, and the flaps come up, bringing us back out under the caution. Gonna tighten up the field. With 4 laps to go, this one's not done yet. And the leaders come down pit road. We're going to watch for the race off in pit road. A very tough call. So late in the race. The 25 gets off first. The 56. It's like all the lead laps may have come down pit road. Lead lap cars, excuse me. And we do have a change in the top 3. It's going to be Jordan Smith, Justin Wilson, Brandon Hartwell, your top 3. Bestel comes out in 4th. Adam Eisenhower comes out in 5th spot. Chase Berry in the 10 and 6th. Aaron Davidson 7th. Cole Day 8th. Tommy Cannon 9th, Daniel Dill rounding out the top 10. Jeff Price in 11th, Robert Dudley in 12th spot, Jeff Pogo 13th, Jason Eisenhower 15th, and Skip Cameron going to be scored in 16th spot. And this one's not done yet. All right, Dad. Well, strap in because we aren't done yet. Cars are lined up 2 by 2, getting ready to go back under the green flag for a little extended race time. Pace car lights are off, going down the back stretch now. Jordan Smith, Justin Wilson, Brandon Hartwell, Randy Bestel, and Adam Eisenhower, your top 5. After a very clean race, only 3 cautions. Here we are to end this one under overtime. Cars are grouping in, stacking in, trying to find any advantage they can. Pace car drops off. We're getting ready to go back under the green flag. The 25 has control of the field, and he is gone. The 5 may have spun his tires just a little bit, and there was some collisions happening in the background. As that one is called a no joy. We go back under the yellow. We're going to go back and try and figure out what happened there. Oh, man. Lots happened there. Take it back just a little step further because it's pinning it to the 88, but it definitely happened in front of him. Let's take a look at the 6 car. Oh, the 20 gets into the back of the 67. And even before that, somebody was up in the wall. So there we are. Jordan Smith, your race winner. Justin Wilson and Randy Bestel, your top 3. As the 25 absolutely dominated this race. I mean, 115 laps led. Ooh, are we? We're maybe done. Maybe we're not done yet. Pace car's still out there. Maybe they fooled me. Overtime number 2, maybe? We're going to find out together. Oh, I see a lucky dog happening, and that means we're going to go again. And there are a lot of cars out there. I'm just checking some of the scoring. There's a lot of cars out there that are on very old tires. So wheel spin is definitely a concern once again here. False start. Yeah, I like that. It's true. Except for it just finished. I'm going to go ahead and say it just finished. Brandon Hartwell comes up, starts giving taps to the top 3. And people going around the pace car, that's a good indicator. This one is done. It is going to be Jordan Smith, Justin Wilson, and Randy Bestel. Guys, we're going to step away for just one moment while we try and get some of this post-race stuff gathered up and ready to go. We will be right back.
Assist to the front bumper, and he hits him again now. Ray Alfala into the outside wall.
He's going to pass nearly 3 cars down that front straightaway, and he's going to get them all done with. What amazing.
Wesley to the inside goes Logan Cloudman is going to touch in. Pit press sideways. What a save.
Look to the outside as Cronkite goes off. De Jong into second place.
I'm going for the switchback. Oh, pinpoint driving.
It's howling down to the inside.
I trying this contact though.
Slide left of the racetrack. Chris Benner drives it back down underneath, and he takes that second spot right back. Joker goes to Garrett Lowe.
Garrett Lowe should take victory with all that contact.
He's going to try and make the move around the outside the parabolica. That's not going to work, but he's going to try and get the cut back here. Get the run out the parabolica. That's beautifully done there. Makashuba, there's a little bit of door banging as well.
And we're back live with 2 out of the top 3 drivers so far, and finishing in 3rd spot tonight. I've probably been saying his name wrong all night long, and Randy, I'm going to apologize if I have. I've been going with Randy Bechdel. Is that correct?
No, it's pronounced Bechtel.
Yeah, same. I knew it. I knew I was doing it wrong. Fire me.
It's all good.
But don't fire me yet, because, man, oh man, did you have a run tonight. A 3rd place finish. But that car was strong tonight. Why don't you take me through your race?
Yeah, it started out pretty strong there. I lost a few spots in that first run, but I started gaining back, and I almost got messed up by that caution on that green flag. I almost pitted a lap earlier, so I pitted at the perfect time there, I'd assume, because it came back out second for the next restart.
Well, so much of it is pit strategy, and hitting it right does it every time. Who do you got on the 56 that you need to thank tonight, bud?
Oh, just Sennheiser and all this stuff, and the tap out. My teammate Justin helped me practice a little bit, and he's definitely a fast guy to learn from, that's for sure. And USRA and you guys for putting on the race.
All right, well, we appreciate that, and congratulations once again on your 3rd place finish. Finishing in 2nd spot tonight, the driver of the number 58, it's Justin Wilson. Justin, this is Chris up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, big money.
Well, brother, you came in 2nd spot. You had a chance there at the end with that overtime, but it just didn't pan out. Some drivers in the back didn't let you have it. Did you have a shot?
Yeah, I think that last restart we definitely had a shot because I had the runoff too when the yellow came out. But the original run, no. I feel like we passed the most cars tonight, given that we started exact last after getting the EOL off the rip. So, how many cars we passed? I mean, I'm satisfied with the second. I can't be any happier.
Yeah, it was a heck of a run for you, and it was fun to watch you come up through. Anybody on the 58 that you need to thank tonight?
No, I just thank you guys for putting the show on, and USRA for letting us run, and Randy and Chase. You know, we run really good together and good teammates. And yeah, I think we're good to go.
All right, bud. Congratulations to both of you guys finishing 2nd and 3rd. Unfortunately, Jordan Smith not going to be able to join us here tonight, but I'm sure what he would say is, I had a mad fast car out there. I led 116 laps, and it was really good. And with that, guys, I wish you all a very, very good night. And we will see you here again on the Turn 3 Racing Network next time.